Introducing a new member. We're very excited to meet you, new member. And it is my great honor to present you with this year's New Generations Leadership Award.
I'm verklempt. I'm honored to be here today, as an understatement, to stand amongst so many great activists. I just got back from Israel 2 weeks ago, and it was an amazing trip. It reminded me that I want my children to have a similar love and connection to the country. It also reminded me how Israel is a very different country than that my parents grew up with. My mother, sitting here right now, was raised in Israel before it was Israel. At that time, no one knew if the country was going to survive. This, of course, influenced my upbringing because it influenced my parents' relationship and our family's relationship. I grew up in a household with unconditional love for Israel, so much so that it led me to live there. When I was studying abroad in Israel, I had an experience that shifted my relationship to the country. I went on a trip with a friend to Jordan, and we ended up stranded for 2 days, and were taken in by 2 Palestinian activists. Sorry, Mom, you don't know this story. The Palestinian activists sheltered us and made sure all our needs were taken care of. As we were stuck there for quite some time, I ended up hearing stories about Israel that I had definitely not heard before, and they got to hear some stories that I'm sure they had never heard before. Though it was an uncomfortable experience for all, we had to listen to one another. I realized that there was more to the narrative of Israel that we all grew up with. After that, I became passionate about learning and experiencing the different narratives around Israel. I lived in Israel on and off for a number of years, and when I returned to the Bay Area, I was disappointed with my young adult Jewish community at their apathy in their connection to Israel. They would say, Israel's just not my thing, it's too complicated, there's too much conflict, I just don't even know where to begin. It was challenging. But it was also challenging to talk to my parents about the situation as well. NIF has changed that. NIF has made it easier. It has allowed my relationship to flourish when it otherwise might have withered like so many in my generation. Our experience is different than that of our parents. We all need an Israel that we can believe in. NIF helps my generation get past the negative headlines and connect to the activists on the ground who make the change happen every day. You've heard some of those activists here. They even supported my organization when I was one of those activists on the ground trying to make environmental change. Look around this room now. See how many young adults are involved and engaged and still care because of NIF. I now wonder, when this baby studies abroad in 2036, what is Israel going to look like? Will this child have a similar connection to Israel that I have been so lucky to have? I look to NIF to ensure that this daughter or this son will get to build their own special relationship to an Israel that lives up to its founding mission. I am honored to be here today as a daughter, as a mother, and as a member of the New Generations community, to be a part of making Israel a more just and democratic place. Thank you so much.